Okay, so guys, I'm gonna do this video a little bit different. Um, Let me see. I'll probably play a game with Josh Alexander. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Let me see. Okay, we'll do an exploding barbed wire death match. Now, I created Josh Alexander, of course. He is a really great wrestler, and he has been with Impact for some time. So, now me personally, I like to customize the look that I like. This is what the type of thing Josh Alexander wrestles in. Okay, his ring attire. But I like to, once again, add to what they have. Change the look up too. They'll change their look on their own. Of course, this is AEW. This isn't Impact Wrestling, so they're not putting the exact attire, logos, and all that these people wear. Why would they? Okay, and they can't. Now, as far as mods being made, I'm not really focused on mods for this game. Let's see, who do I want to fight against? Who do I want to fight against? One of the things that I love. I'm going to talk to you guys as I play the game. I just want to. Hey, Jeff Cobb. One of the things I want to say is, when it comes to having fun and entertaining, it's sad that people allow others to tell them what to like and what not to like. It's really sad that people will literally turn to, they depend on content creators to tell them what's what, and then they'll take your word for whatever you say. Me personally, I'm completely different than I always have been. I just feel like, what's gonna be is gonna be, and we're not gonna like really solve anything for you guys. Me telling you what you should and shouldn't buy, I don't see how I could, because no one could tell me what I should and shouldn't buy. I used to look at content, like just say like with cell phones. Like I always, like Samsung products. I'm not I hate Apple. No, don't get me wrong. I've never really gotten to their products. I remember buying my wife an iPhone. I bought a tablet, and she has an iPhone now, and we pretty much always had Samsung. There's no, like, I have an allegiance to Samsung. I don't work for them, anything like that. But I never was the person that it's Samsung versus iPhone. That's goofy stuff that you guys do. I don't have any interest in that kind of stuff. I like what I like, and it's sad that you can't go and look for content just to get something positive. You always have to get somebody's giving you their opinion on what you should or shouldn't buy, as if they're telling you something that you really should know. And the truth of the matter is, these are things that you can look at for yourself. Right? Nice counter. Right? That you can look at for yourself and determine if you want it or not. Okay. For me, it's never about, let me just find a reason to make content. To put out to people just for the sake of doing it. When you post videos, it's like, hey, hopefully people like the video. Because I watch a lot of videos of people just playing certain games and things like that. But somebody telling me something is trash and they don't like it. If I don't feel the same way, okay, if I'm watching it and I'm saying, well, this game seems fine to me, or whatever it may be, I'm going by my own instincts and what I feel, what I like. You can have a cell phone, for example, that has features that you care nothing about, but the people telling you that they like the phone, those features that they care about, you may not care about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why is it that once we start to, look at content, it's like they form these little groups, and it becomes a thing of, okay, let's just talk really negative about everything. let's find a reason to bash everything. Now we set the narrative with what we like and what we don't like. I have no interest in that childish nonsense. I have no plans of ever being a part of something like that. I have no problem with being a part of a positive community. Plain and simple. But I have no, I don't want to, let's make a channel and we just talk trash about 2K or any other wrestling game. Like, that's just not who I am, man. I mean, it's just really stupid. It's petty. Now, we're here to have fun, and that's that. If you like AEW, fine. That's better. I don't want hate. No, I'm not one of those people that, whatever you want to say, just say it. No, if you have stupid comments, just keep it to yourself. Nobody cares about your comments. My thing is, if you're watching a channel and it has anything that's speaking about AEW, and you catch it for the first time and you realize, okay, well, these guys like AEW, and you don't, just skip the video. I would really rather people skip just to say I got views, just to have a bunch of ignorant people just coming in your comment section, just spewing out hate. I don't know what you gain from it. I don't know what you think you gain from it. But for me, it's like those are the people that I stay away from. And I'm telling you right now, as toxic as people are, something as simple as playing a video game and enjoying yourself is like, no, that can't happen. We have to find something to complain about. And I just really, I'm not into that. Now, Josh Alexander, for example, the walking weapon, he's a very solid wrestler. And I remember someone said, "Oh yeah, I'll settle for him if I don't have Kurt Angle." And that's one person's opinion. I'm not settling for anything. Like, for me, it's like, if I wanted to make Kurt Angle, I would have made Kurt Angle. It's like everybody's robotic. So I'm here for that community that just want to have fun. I'm not here to bash any particular company. I'm not here to bash their product. Now, for me to say I don't like something or I think it sucks, I'm honest. I'm not going to tell you a lie, but I think I'll use Bruno Sammartino. But I'm telling you, these people, like, they'll suck the life out of you if you let them, because this is their whole MO. I just want to complain about something. Okay. We'll dig into something else in a minute. I want to show you guys some things. Let me see. I'll use Bruno. And I just think it's sad, man. It really is. It's really sad. But Bruno, and I think I'll fight Roman Reigns. So we're going to go and look at Retromania. We're going to look at the game modes there. We're going to look at a couple of things. I changed Roman, gave him he still has the red and black. I gave him yellow and black. I just like to do those things. You know what I mean? It's games. You guys take it too serious, trying to be so like it's an actual real fight. Wrestling itself is a freaking work. It's not even real fighting. Okay, it's acting. Stuntmen, stunt women. Okay, it's not even real fighting. But bottom line, okay. I don't really like the cartoony stuff, like the fake stuff. Now, when it comes to action arcade wrestling, is different because really that's part of the highlight of their games. Is they have all these different people, and so you'll have that character that shoots lasers out his eyes and stuff like that. I don't prefer it, but with that game, I can I still prefer actual wrestlers over that like superheroes and things like that. But you know what? That's the one game where it's like, all right, it is what it is. I don't really like that, but hey, it's like I said, I understand what action arcade wrestling is, what it is. Now, that being said, action arcade wrestling is like pretty much on the same type of wavelength as Battlegrounds, with all of the like fake moves and all of that type of stuff. Now, once again, it's all games and it's about preference. I want to show you the game modes in these other games because I want you to understand and see how, like, people will tell you something and You might play something, like for me, I like to find out things for myself. I can look at something and know, like I'm watching the gameplay, okay, nah, I don't like that. Like simple. A lot of people, and I know for a fact that they didn't even play a lot of this stuff. I've had people come in comment sections and say things like, who came straight to the comment section like me? Which means you didn't even watch the video. And what they do is this. Okay, whatever the popular comments are, that's what they're going to go with. So if whatever they're speaking about is getting love, okay, they'll give love. If it's getting hate, they'll go with hate. They just try to be a part of whatever's being said. It's garbage. It's stupid. Now, this game right here, through time, is going to grow. They're going to add more things. And I love the game. Do I want more content? I do, yes. But this game by far does not suck, in my opinion. I've played so many of these games. I've been, hey, for years, right? We grew up playing video games. But this is the type of situation where, people they're used to something being a certain way. Let me say this. AEW has its own identity. What they do on TV should not mimic what the WWE is doing. What they're doing on video games should not mimic what the WWE is doing. And people, if they were mimicking the WWE, all of the WWE diehards would be saying just that. Oh, they're copying what the WWE is doing. That's exactly what they would say. So when they get something different, they don't know how to adjust to it. Now, if you look at what AEW has been doing. Now, I love this arena. I love the beach arena. I love, like, all of the arenas are fine. One of the things is, they have so much to do on this game. When I hear people say there's literally nothing to do on this game, it's obvious you don't know what the word literally means. But what they did, their approach with they have so many mini games. You may not care about the mini games, but some of us do. I like the mini games. I have no problem with them. Okay, I like Stadium Stampede. So for things that bug fixes and things like that, look, those things happen, and yes, when they correct those things, and then the game is a lot more enjoyable. But yeah, there's a lot to do on this game. It's just your taste is, well, WWE 2K doesn't have a Stadium Stampede. Their mini games are not the same as these games here, so I don't like it. That's what you guys do. You in your mind, even though it says AEW, it's still in your mind it should be whatever the WWE is doing. And that's just not realistic, okay? That's not the way it works. Now, with all of that being said, from the mini games, they have the daily challenges. You guys are crying about they don't have any they don't have any match types, and no, they do have match types. They just don't have there's certain things that they don't have, which I made my last video clear. I want to see those things as well. But no, I don't want them to copy what the WWE is doing. You're not copying them by having wrestling match types, no. But as far as people saying like the game is broken, the game is dead, and all of this, well, I tell you what, that's your opinion, and I feel like if that's what you're here to do, just basically complain, well, that's not going to change anything. Now, I could go outside the ring and do all of these things, but I'm not right now. I just want to beat the crap out of Roman Reigns. But it's funny because you look at what's going on, and like I said, we talk about the other games that's going to come out. Yeah, those games are going to get heavy criticism as well. Believe it. It's going to happen. As far as what AEW is doing, they give you a lot of music tracks. They give you a lot of, like I said, the mini games come whenever they release new DLC. They've given you a lot of skins, a whole lot of skins. I like the skins. I like the idea of them. They didn't go the traditional route where basically it's the style of what you normally get. And I like the difference. I like the fact that this game just feels different. Now, for all of the people that don't like it, that's fine. Just stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time and everybody else's time just to make ignorant comments because you don't like something. Now, for me, I like what AEW has done. I know they have the Haunted Forest, you want to say arena or area, whatever you want to call it. Let's just say arena, okay? Let's just say that. That's coming. The tournament mode that's coming. I don't need it to feel like the WWE, and I don't want it to feel like it. I want them to have their own feel like they do. So, basically, when you say that there's nothing to do, just you don't like it. But I was playing the mini games. I play the mini games. I don't really post them, and I should start posting them. I should, because I'm only focused on those who like AEW. I'm not focused on those who don't like it. So, with what they have coming in through time, right? Whenever the cage match comes, if they do an I Quit, a last man standing, if they put those modes, whenever they do it, you will see me posting. Unlike the people that always talk about what the game needs, and when you have like a 2K that has these modes already, and I don't see you guys posting these modes, it just lets me know it's there. It's just a bunch of ignorance. It's just a bunch of hate, because when you think about it, right? I told you guys in the last video, I have never played the My Rise or the My GM. I have never even set anything up on that so far. I've never done it on any 2K game that I've had. So to be honest with you, some of their game modes, I've just never gotten into it. I don't have a problem with the My GM type of stuff or whatever. But honestly, when you really look at it, Bear Hug, tap, Roman, tap. When you really look at it, it's like, it's cool. It's something to do. I definitely would not mind of My GM, but it's not like it's a must. Okay, and I say I wouldn't mind. Really, is he gonna sneak attack me? Or is he gonna be honorable? There we go. So yeah, I mean, even little things like that, I love about this game. Now, let me say this: for every time you hear someone say, "Oh, I wish that they put this on the game," now you look at the content creators themselves that say these things, but they don't even play all of these different modes. What they'll do when the game comes out new, they'll play it first couple of weeks or so, and then all of a sudden it just dies, and they go right back to doing what? Playing nothing but games with mods. And it's like, okay, this isn't what the WWE is offering. No, this is mods that you guys are downloading. Like, so like what is it that they're offering in the game? That's just people that's spoiled. They feel entitled. Like they just, whatever I want to be on the game, it should be there. So they're never going to be satisfied ever, ever, ever. Don't waste your time trying to talk to these people about anything. They don't get it. Okay, they just don't. And the thing is, you guys go out of your way, okay, to address people, not even address people, just really to just talk trash simply because someone is saying they like the game. So you feel it's your job to decide, well, I don't want people to like the game. I don't want them to like it. So, how could anybody like AEW Fight Forever? And the funny thing about it is, you guys keep saying the game sucks, is this and that. Then why do you constantly go on every channel that talks about AEW Fight Forever? It's just to talk trash. That's it. Okay. Now, let's look. Now, you have your story mode. You have your 10 pounds of gold. Okay. I don't really want to. Okay, so you have that. You have your Retro Rumble, okay, and you have your versus mode. Now, let me show you something, and this is where I mean about how people just love to talk trash. Okay, I'll do a computer fight. I don't. Okay, because I want to talk to you guys, and if I'm playing, I can't focus. Okay, now they have the singles. They have the three-way, your four-way, tag team, six-man tag. Okay, and your 8-man tag. Okay, now we'll just do a singles real quick. Okay, so we'll go AI battle, yes. Let's do a falls count anywhere. We'll do that. Now, here's the thing about this game. I love it, but as you can see, it doesn't have a lot of wrestlers. Okay. The last three that added was Chris Bay, Mr. Hughes, and James Storm. And so they just did James Storm and Mr. Hughes like 3 months ago. Okay, so Zack Sabre Jr. is on. You know, let's go with Zack Sabre Jr. and let's see. Who do we want to put him against? All right, let's put him against Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb. Okay, now you see the arenas. 8, 12, 16, 21. Okay. If you've seen my videos, then you've seen this arena for more. All right, let's just take it to the NWA. Okay. Look, the one thing about this game, like for example, I was speaking to someone about this, and what I was saying about the story mode is it's fine the way they've done it. I like the story mode. Now I'm going to go back in and finally get through. I think I did already. No, not since they've released James Storm and Mr. Hughes. I haven't. I'll go back in and see whatever it is I missed. Now, let me say this about this game. The reason, if you look at certain modes on this game, they could still add other modes if they wanted. They could do an I Quit match on here. They could do a last man standing match on here. I would love to see a scaffold match on here because the NWA was known for that. They had the scaffold match, and it would be a nice touch because no one else has that. Now, they've made the mods for it for 2K, I've seen. But, you know, and like, I want the authentic. I want what's authentic. I want authenticity. I don't really care for mods too much. I mean, you know, they're cool, but you know, these are for PC players, and so this is why you have a lot of people playing games, and they'll look on YouTube and see a video and say, you know, how'd you get that? Did you unlock that? No, they're mods. This is not something that the WWE gives you. They're mods. Okay, so even when you go to like community creations and stuff like that. And that's all good. That's cool because you can get a lot of the wrestlers on here that, you know, that's not on any other games. Now, that's the one thing. Like 2K, look, they have a lot of great things about 2K. But, you know, I'm not with this mentality like as if the WWE is the only company that should get any praise for anything that they do. It's always like everybody else is just an excuse. You know, well, I'll play this because the new 2K is coming out in 5, 6 months. I'll play this until that comes. Like, no, I play everything, okay? And I like to explore and do things differently. But let's look at it this way, okay? I work, I have a family, I have responsibilities. There's 24 hours in a day. How many hours a day do I have to sit and play games, right? So you understand what I'm saying? Like right now, me playing this game, I have something I have to do soon. And I probably more than likely won't make any more videos maybe till the afternoon. Well, no, not even this afternoon. Like, right now. Put it this way. So, no, I'm not that guy sitting there scrolling up and down on YouTube and trying to find what new game is coming out in what second. I have Game Pass. I have more games than I can actually play. In all honesty. So if I narrowed it down to what I actually really have time to play and what most of my interest would be, wrestling would be at the top of the list. You understand what I mean? Like those are the games I like to play the most. So I don't. But bottom line, there's variety, and I don't understand how people go through all of this just so filled with such hate and ignorance. Like you're childish. If you do to say things like AEW Fight Forever is a waste of everybody's time, right? To say that, do you know how bad that makes you look? That you waste time out of your damn life just to make those stupid comments, just to come on a comment section and say, "Oh, I'm just here for the AEW hate. Oh, they should have this. Oh, that game sucks." And it's like you go from one channel to another to another. I call you guys channel whores because that's what you do. You go from channel to channel just to spread negativity, and then you feel like you accomplished something by doing that. So the most productive thing you do in the course of a day is play a video game and then talk trash about other people because they like video games that you don't like. When this game first came out and people was, "Oh my God, this game is this, is that," and everybody's sitting there trying to tell you what it is. One of the things I can't stomach arrogant people, and there's so many arrogant people, and you may not see them that way, but if you listen to them, they love to tell you things as if they can predict everything that's going on and what's going to happen. Then it doesn't happen. And all of a sudden, it's the company's fault. When the company never promised you these things that you're complaining about. Now, let me give you an example of something. I don't even know how, on Fight Forever, I haven't learned yet how to do dives outside the ring. Whatever button, I know it's something simple. It's just something I haven't done yet. And the other day, I know you can do it, but I've just never done it. I've still never lit a table on fire. And if you watch the majority of the people who play this game, play Fight Forever, do you see them setting the tables on fire? No. You see people in the beginning creating all of these wrestlers. They created all of these people, and then they barely use them. So it's like, what did you do all of that for? That's the 2K mindset. You can't get used to anything. Why? Because like I said, by the time you complete the game, do the My Universe mode, the My GM, all these things, the new one is coming out. So it's really not a big deal for you to use all of these people that you create. You understand? So it's like they don't have that in them. They'll play something that it should be this, it should be that. Well, how come you can't do this on here? How come you can't do that on here? And I just really don't see the point. Like I said, in having an annual game that I'm just going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over. It's the same thing if you listen to people that like John Madden. They'll complain, the game sucks, the game is trash, I can't believe this, oh, it's the same stupid thing over and over, Madden doesn't know how to make a football game. So it's 2021, right? All of a sudden, 2022, Madden drops. Guess who's sitting there doing another video? You're not being, look, you may monetize your channel, and that's what they do, they monetize their channels, so they're getting paid by you guys. Just sit up and just spew hate. And the fact that you even feed into it, it's like, okay, well, to each his own. But that sucks for you. That sucks for you. And they're telling you, the game sucks. I hate this game. Oh my God, it makes me want to pull my hair out from the root. You have personal issues. There's nothing about these games that makes me feel like I want to pull my hair out. Nothing at all. Not even your stupid comments make me want to do it. Right? So you go through all of that, right? And then the funny thing is, 2023 comes around. Guess who's sitting there? Just bought the game, playing Madden, complaining about it. Yeah, exactly. 2024 rolls. This is what they do. Yeah, you hate Axis football. You hate Legends football. You hate Tecmo football. So what the hell is it that's going to make you happy? Nothing's going to make them happy. They're going to continue to complain. Right? So it's not even about these people. These folks are going to do what they do. And so I just don't focus on them. Now, let me see what I want to go into next. So let me explain something to you guys. If you continue to listen to these ignorant, toxic people, you can't blame anybody but yourself. You find yourself just sitting there, I don't know what I want to buy now. No, I don't need to watch a sale. Like when I would watch, this is why I prefer to watch the company put a video out of the product I want. I don't need you to sit here and compare iPhone to Samsung. I don't give a damn what the iPhone does. You know, I have a Samsung. That's what I'm into, right? So you don't see me making videos telling people you shouldn't like Huawei, you shouldn't like Apple, you shouldn't like nothing but Samsung. Like, you would like what you like. I've seen some many videos, and now you hear people saying, like, man, even people I know personally, they're leaving the iPhone to come to get a Samsung. Then you have people jumping in comment sections getting angry. Why do you care what someone decides to spend their money on? Why does it bother you? Okay, childishness. Like, I can remember, for example, okay, like, I used Anthony Joshua on Fight Night Champions, and I fought against Francis Ngannou. I picked him apart, and I knocked him out. Now, someone came in the comment section and said people are stupid enough to think that Anthony Joshua is really going to pick apart Francis Ngannou like this in real life. I didn't even respond to that comment because it's like, first of all, bro, we're playing video games. Why are we even talking about real fighting? Why are we talking about anything else other than video games? Why? Now, in real life, Francis Ngannou got knocked out by Anthony Joshua in 2 rounds. Well, I know that person didn't come back to revisit that comment and say, hey, I was wrong. I don't need him to. But do you understand my point? This is how childish people are. We're playing video games. This has nothing to do with nothing else. Real life, whatever, who cares? You had to throw that comment in for what reason? And you were dead wrong. He knocked him out in real life faster than I did on the video game. Okay, that's the type of ignorance I'm saying. People they take things to where, like, why are we even having this conversation, man? You guys know. You can talk about one thing in the comment section, and all of a sudden the entire comment section it's on a complete. We're talking about, you know, AEW Fight Forever. All of a sudden, you guys in the comment section arguing about who's a better rapper, Tupac or Biggie. Like, who cares? Like, it just completely goes to a whole different conversation. So I don't want to interact with people like that. Now, this game right here, right? Action Arcade Wrestling. That initially, what was the name of this company? I forget the name of this company. That initially it was supposed to be a video game based on a different company, Chikara Pro Wrestling. And I don't know the full story, but the game just, I think the company was going through some financial issues as things was happening, so the game didn't carry out with the game. Because there are no wrestlers on here that's from Chikara Pro Wrestling. So instead of giving you like wrestlers, instead of giving you wrestlers in general, that's actual wrestlers, they made up a lot of wrestlers, which is fine. I have no problem with made up wrestlers. I have no problem. They went back and brought wrestlers from like pro wrestling, like Starman, the Giant Panther and all that, the Great Puma. All these different wrestling games. They have, you know, people from the WWE, Impact, AEW, all these different people. They have like people from like Marvel, DC, you know. Now, they did all of that. Now, the one thing that's annoying is when because you can create different federations on here, you can create titles. Okay, great. But the one thing that is super annoying is when it comes to picking wrestlers, man, it's like they should have it categorized, because you just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and it's like, okay, all right, right? What am I looking for here? Okay, see, this is the gauntlet. I played, I think, 2 recently. Okay, you can restart them, or you can like add, you know, start over completely, of course. You can put, I think, 5 matches on there, and it's fun when you play it, but this doesn't have a lot of depth either. This is what they make AEW sound like it is. They make it sound like it's this game. This game basically has they make it sound like this, you know, like, okay, you see, like, for example, here, Now you have these different rings. You have your WCW stuff. You got, Candyland. You have AEW Collision, right? They have a lot. I've downloaded like almost all of them. Just give you something different to, the old WWF ring. And Wrestling Empire. WCW Starrcade. They have all of these different type of like rings. Now they don't have a cage match on here at all. They don't have an I Quit match, last man standing match, fighting backstage. They don't have those. They don't have a tables match. They don't have a ladder match. They just don't have those things. This is exactly what, Ohio Valley Wrestling. This is what people make it seem like AEW is. American Gladiators, So they have all of these, different rings. They have a lot of different wrestlers. Okay, I don't need to go through all that. Let's just set up a match and let them fight. Okay, so with all of what I'm saying to you guys, it's like you really just, if you just take the time, see what I mean? Like, you just got to scroll. Now, if I go to hit the what you call it, RB button up there, it goes to the federation that I've created. And you have to just scroll. What happened to... You see what I mean? You're just like scrolling forever, man. I wish they would like fix that layout and make it where you can categorize. See, you got the Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and... Okay, you got Mitsuharu Misawa. I'll use him. Macho King. Vader... Hitman, Jericho. You have all of these different people, man, but it's like, this game, they just basically went a whole different direction. You have Dusty Rhodes. Okay, so we'll go with these two as a team. I didn't even pick the ring I wanted. Okay, that's okay. Like Shadow Dragon, it's funny because I like the way he looks, but he's one with the superpowers and stuff. And that's not my style, but it is what it is. Okay, alright, Edge. Okay, remember this guy? The Great Puma. Hayabusa, okay. He's from Pro Wrestling. So, all right, I forgot to pick whatever arena. It's probably going to be the standard arena. But these guys on here, okay. What I'm telling you guys, right? When you look at a game and you understand what it is, it's like just accept the reality of what it is. Okay. What really is unfair and really foolish is when a company is saying, okay, we're not done with this game. We're going to keep adding, and we're just going to keep building. And all you guys do is throw these little hissy fit tantrums like you're 5 years old. Oh, once again, they don't give us what we want. Oh, here we go again. And it's like, look, y'all, grow up. Do you act this way around your girlfriends or wives? Like, seriously, you guys really, it sucks to see the level of immaturity. But it's like, this game, for example, you can't go diagonally up and down the screen. You understand what I mean? You can only go vertical. You know what I'm saying? You can go side to side. You can't go up and down to throw to the ropes. You can go to the corners up on the top end of the screen. You can't go up to the top rope on the bottom on corners. Or can you? I think you can. You can. It's very limited. Let me scratch. It's limited. Outside the ring, you can't walk around the entire ring. You can't. So this game is like, this is the type of game when you go into an arcade, a wrestling game in an arcade. Now, of course, in an arcade, you wouldn't have all this downloaded content, of course. But what I mean is like play style. This is more like what you go and find in an arcade in terms of a wrestling game. Okay, it's different. It's unique in a lot of ways, like with the power-ups and stuff, like those type of ways. And okay, it's cool. I like this game. Okay? I would really, you know how stupid I would have to be to play this game and imagine that they're just going to completely revamp this game like a whole brand new game. No, they're not. So the things that you can't do in the game, you just can't do it. You won't be able to. Like, I don't think they're ever going to tweak this game where you can walk completely around the ring. Or you can, I don't think you're going to see that. This game is what it is. So when I first saw any advertisement for this game, it was on YouTube, and I saw the video where it was like the tag match, and I saw like a double splash off the top rope. I mean, and I'm like, wow, okay. And, the game, I can tell you, the game turned out to be not what I thought it was. Do you understand? It's not what I thought it was. But it's a cool game. I don't say they should have made it like 2K. They should have made it like AEW. They did what they did. And yeah, just like on this game, there's a lot of things I wish they would have done. Now, my wishes will come with what's doable. It just comes down to if they want to do it or not. You understand what I'm saying to you? So the layout of the game is what it is, and they're not going to change that. Now, I don't think this is a game that they're going to completely do anything with other than just give you updated wrestlers and updated rings and things of that nature. So, that being said, I understand what this game is. Okay, Retromania, fortunately, they're not giving up, and they're going to continue to make things for this game. Okay, for their game. This game is pretty much, it is what it is. All right. Now, what I just showed you, okay, and they do have, wait, let's go to like the match types. Let's go to match types. And what I'm showing you is like, it makes me laugh when I see content creators talking about this game is better than AEW Fight Forever, and you don't even have the game. Retromania is better than Fight Forever, you don't even have the game. All of these games that they're talking about, right? If you love the game so much, you'd have it. But these games that they're talking about, I have. And, if you actually liked it better, fine. My point is, I know that they don't really like the game better. They're just saying what they're saying. Okay. So you have 1-on-1, 2 versus 2 tornado match, which I'd love to see that in Fight Forever. You have 3-on-3 tornado matches. You have 2 types of battle royals. Okay, you have a 3-way dance, a 4-way dance, 4-person elimination. Okay, handicap, tag team, 3 versus 3 tag team, 4 versus 4 tag team. Like I told you guys, the majority, same thing, mostly tag stuff. Tag elimination, 4-man tag elimination. So what happens is when you look at all of these slots, it's like, wow, but the majority of it is all tag stuff. Okay, fine, but they don't have like ladder matches, cage matches. They don't have those. I Quit matches, last standing match. They don't have those as well. But, it does have, some a variety, but mostly tag stuff. Now, if that's for you, it's for you. Okay, no hardcore matches, weapons matches. Okay, this is what I'm saying. People act like Fight Forever don't have a lights out match. They act like they don't have a falls count anywhere match. They have that. They have that. They have an exploding barbed wire match. They have a ladder match. Of course, 1-on-1 and tag team. They have a story mode. They have a tournament mode coming. They have a beat the elite mode. Oh, I don't like that. Well, that's your problem. And this is what I'm saying. They act like Fight Forever doesn't have anything. But at the same time, none of these games that I have, do you see these other people saying it's better than Fight Forever? You don't even see them with these. They don't play these. They don't even have these games. They don't even have them. So, at the end of the day, I just want to show you what they had on there. Okay, now, as far as, I'll tell you what. What else? And then we'll go to something else. Okay, so let me go to 2K23. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Now, the WWE, their roster, I really like their roster. Okay, Bianca Belair, Ivy Nile. It's mostly the females, man. Jade Cargill. Remember when Jade Cargill was in AEW and WWE diehards were saying, "Oh, she wouldn't be shit in WWE. She wouldn't be able to beat anybody in WWE." Remember all that nonsense they were saying? Oh man, she's this, she's that. They just nothing but hate. Isn't it funny that all of a sudden she jumps ship and goes to the WWE, and all of a sudden she's like the hottest thing ever? Isn't it funny how they miss Sasha Banks so much? Oh, Sasha this and that. When Naomi came back, when they found out her contract was up with Impact, oh yeah, so we about to get the boss back. But all of a sudden, she decides, nah, I'm not coming back to the WWE. She goes to AEW. And you heard all types of lies about why she went there, talking about that she was asking for too much money and she's not worth what they were asking. And you know what was so funny? Is you never heard anyone from the WWE say that. So where did that come from? Where did that come from? This is what I mean about people. But bottom line, now all of a sudden that she's in AEW, even people like Eric Bischoff. What's the guy's name that used to be with Jack Swagger? We the people, Dutch Mantel. Oh, she's not worth the money she's asking for. She's not as big of a star, she thinking. Oh, AEW should do this with her and that. And it's like, even they are on the bandwagon with whatever way the WWE goes, that's who we lean towards. They all do and say the same things. So for me, when I hear these things, I just go, you know what? It is what it is. I don't care personally what you think, what you like and don't like. But you see, there's just a pattern of it. Now, all of a sudden, Sasha Banks sucks. When Sting was first about to go to WWE, when he was in Impact, oh man, he's too old now, blah, blah, blah. As soon as they found out he was going to the WWE, oh, yo, we got the Stinger. What, he found the fountain of youth all of a sudden? It's like, guys, this is just what happens. So what I'm saying, ignore these people, right? Don't focus on them. You're not making your videos for them, and I know, I get it. It's annoying. Look, I would I thumbs up people that do AEW videos. I'll leave a cool comment, even like leave a thumbs up in the comment section or something. A lot of people turn their content off because I know they get sick of these idiots coming into the conversation with a bunch of negative talk. They don't want to be deal with that, so they just turn the comments off. But the only way for us to have a strong, positive gaming community is by only dealing with positive people. That doesn't mean we can't say we like something or we don't like something, but I mean the hate, the whole, just ranting about it it's like, no. That solves absolutely nothing. So, yeah, I'm not here to hate on WWE. I'm not here to hate on Impact and nothing else. I mean, I always say the more wrestling, if you're a wrestling fan, the more wrestling content you have, hey, that's more to watch. But you limit yourself like we're a bunch of Crips and Bloods or something, right? I only watch WWE or I only watch NXT. I don't know. Well, that's your problem. I watch wrestling in general, so I don't have any allegiance. I don't get paid by any one of these companies. I'm just playing things that I like to play and having fun and enjoying myself. So this is what I mean about people when they make these videos. They make them with intentions on knowing a lot of people are going to comment and like the video because they know whoever it is to hate on, that becomes the popular thing. Everybody's going to hate on that person. And it's just so childish. Like, it's foolish. But, we're here and we're here to have fun. And that's who I'm focused on. I'm not focused on the negative stuff. This is why you get videos and a lot of times they'll have a lot of views, but there'll be no positive comments. And like I said, the only way, unless we support each other, because that's the only time you're going to get it. That's the only way you're going to get it. So it's like I said, if you see something you don't like, then just get past it. What's the purpose? I hate AEW. You see an AEW video, you just feel compelled to watch it. Why? For what? So it is what it is, Like I said before, it's like, the WWE gets to play basketball on the 12-foot hoop, on the 10-foot hoop, but AEW, Impact, and anybody else has to play on a 12 to 15-foot hoop. It's like, everything has to be so critical.
I mean, I've watched episodes. Like, I'll give you an example. I didn't like look, the Bloodline storyline to me. I got so bored with that storyline. It was super long. Every other week, Jimmy or Jay super kick somebody. Roman gets super kicked. They turn on each other. It was just like all over the place. But if you read comments, last night's Monday Night Raw was epic. It's so repetitive, but it's just epic. Everything with WWE, every comment is it's just epic. It's like, okay, ever since people learned that word, now it's in every comment. It's just every comment section. It's just epic. I got so bored with that storyline. They've been trying to plan The Rock and Roman Reigns for years. Okay, so the WWE can give you a show that ends up being pure trash. Somehow it was epic. It doesn't matter what AEW does. Let's just find something to complain about. And then the funny thing is, like with Impact, notice how people are saying Impact is better now. Now that they're no longer on a major network. Once they become less of a threat, now we can like them. And it's the same thing. These idiots want to see people go out of business. I've seen comments, Adam Copeland is my favorite wrestler. Sasha Banks is my favorite wrestler. Unfortunately, I won't be watching AEW, so good luck on that. Like, so what do you think is going to happen? Adam Copeland is going to read that comment and say, you know what? I got to go back to the WWE, or this fan is not going to watch me anymore. You know what's better for somebody's family. You know what's better for their bank account. You're not concerned about that. Yet you open your mouth to say, this is my favorite wrestler, but I won't be watching. I mean, you guys are like little kids, man. They're like little children. So we can't focus on these people. You really can't focus on these people. So look, in the long haul, as we watch AEW fight forever, get more content, as we watch them continue to grow, and I'm loving those skins. Like I'm able to do different things with them that, like you see, like look at what they're wearing in the ring right now, right? So you only get 2 slots on 2K. You get what, 4 or 5? Yeah, I think you get 5 on Fight Forever. So you get 2 slots. Now in those 2 slots, let me say, you pick what you want, but I still always alter what they wear. Like I have a different version of Sasha Banks. I have her wearing something that it's like different from what she actually really wears. I did the same thing with Nia Jax. I switched them up because I can, and it makes the game more fun for me. I know this chick right here looks like a stripper, but you understand what I'm saying? It's like you do things and okay, cool. Let's switch things up. All of this whole let's try to make it as real as possible. So yeah, let's go and play in Mario Land. Let's have a match on the golf course. Let's do things that they don't actually do. They're games, people. That's all. And since I know that Retromania is back in the mix, and they're going to continue to better their game. See, a point that I was making earlier about Retromania was that they don't have enough wrestlers to have a season mode. That's another mode that I was saying, like, yeah, Fight Forever could do a season mode. Okay, they could add, and believe me, like that, listen, the same way people talk about this game is broken, this game is dead, those are the people that wanted to fail. They can, look, as they add content, and it's like, okay, while these same people are complaining, those who have a brain in their head that can think for themselves will realize and see that the game is increasing, is getting better and better. I like what they have in the game. I really love the game. And yes, I do want to see more, but I'm not sitting here throwing hissy fits about it. And yeah, I mean, what I see people doing and what I hear people saying, it just like really, I look at it and I go, you know what? It's okay. It doesn't bother me on a personal level, but look, I've not played this My GM mode. My fashion, I've done nothing with that. My rise, I've done nothing with that. My universe, I've done nothing with this. The showcase mode, I've done absolutely nothing. And this is 2K23. And I have 2K22. And then along with that, I think I have 18, 16, and 14. Okay? And I have not completed not one. So I'm like done with like, I'm just constantly buying WWE every year. No. No, there's no way. So I haven't done anything with that. So what I'm saying, guys, when you look at all of these, different things that people are talking about, you have a few people, literally a few. You have people that will play them like the story mode, right? Now, here's the reality of it, though. If I've watched one person complete the story mode, do I really care to sit through it again and again and again and again, watching someone else? It's a different person just basically playing the story mode. Now, you could look and say, yeah, but the matches are good. Possibly. Point is, I already beat the story mode, so I'd rather play it myself. You understand what I'm saying? I personally just don't see, like, all of these things that people talk about. I don't see the videos of. So yeah, people will, play the story mode once they get it. But once you beat the story mode, that's my point. It's like, are you going to do it again? Now, me, I've played Beat the Elite. Beat the Elite, but no, I meant Road to the Elite. I still have not unlocked Paul White. I don't get pinned when I fight him. I just can't beat him in 3 minutes. I keep trying. I'm coming close, and something always goes wrong, and I can't beat him in 3 minutes. You want to know one of the things that I didn't respect from the very beginning, and this is when I knew. I already expected the hate to start coming, but this is when I really knew, and this goes to show you how unintelligent so many people are. Do you guys remember when this game first came out and everybody was making such a, this game is, this is fire. Yo, I like that you can do this and that. Okay, cool, right? And then all of a sudden, every week somebody was coming out with a video how to beat the whole game in just 30 minutes, right? Everything was a shortcut. Now, if you're already saying this game don't have enough modes, why are you in such a rush to beat it then? Does that make any sense to you? I'm already saying, I went from saying I love this game to it's all right. It's cool. Oh, it's fun, but it just don't have enough modes on it. So now I'm going to just rush to say I beat everything. I got all this money. There's nothing else for me to buy. If you look up there, when you see where it says, let's go back to it, actually. Let's go back to Fight Forever. I'm going to show you guys something. Now, if you, for example, let's go to customize so I can show you something. If you go to, let's see, let me just pick some random person. All right, John Cena. Now, if you actually go to let's go to his ring attire, right? Now look up here. Now this is what it is. Now you see there's like 3 slots over. There's probably going to be more. Like I can see them adding more content to this section as well. Anything is always evened out. You understand what I'm saying when it's completed. You see 1 block missing. I believe they're gonna add more content to all these, and then on all of them, you look, right? All, right? New, favorites, and then locked. Do you understand? There's nothing here. Okay, even the move sets. For the fighters, you see where it says advanced moves, and then you look at it, it'll have like empty areas. So there's a lot more content that's coming to this game, and it always was. It's just that people have gotten so damn, spoiled, and just everything has to be, it has to happen the second that you think of something. There's more content coming. And I know that me sitting here getting angry is not going to change anything. So I have no reason to get angry. Once again, new, nothing there. Favorites. Well, the favorites comes down to what you mark as a favorite. And again, locked. So, for all of the people that keep saying, oh, they don't have anything to do on this game. And, once they had this and it stopped at the Brown Bear, so they've added more, unit tights and stuff and all of that. Though now those are now you see my point on this section. You see what they have that's new. Okay, so you see the 6 new outfits that they put on there, and you notice on the other slots, on the other categories, there was nothing there. Favorites, I didn't mark anything as a favorite, and then locked. And this is what I'm saying to you guys. Okay, let's go to now these are the same body paints that's been here from the time the game started, but you see the point what I'm saying, all this room that they have to add more things to it. Now, you go there's nothing new. Okay, nothing locked, marked as favorite, and nothing locked. So, there's more content coming. For the people talking about all we want is more match types, you're full of shit. That's what you want more than the other things. But, okay, once again, okay, that's what you want more of. But you're not going to be satisfied because whatever match types that you still don't have, you're going to start, now you want that match type. We want an ambulance match. We want a casket match. It's always going to be something that you want more of. So, the skins, whether they put more tattoos. Now, one thing I definitely want to see more of is more faces, more hairstyles. I definitely want to see more. And look at all that room. This is my point. There's room for this for a reason. Everything always ends. Like if those last 2 slots was filled in, you understand? It still would be like they're going to make more. But yeah, it's always something different. So for you to have, they have the 8 different face types. No, we need more. Yeah, I definitely want to see more. I want to see more hairstyles. I want to see more hairstyles. And you see nothing new. All right, so yeah, I definitely want more hairstyles. And I believe that they're coming. More facial hairstyles, more face paints. Beard types and all that. Everything for the females. The body types are cool. I don't know if they're gonna do anything with. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, because they actually could. They actually could. they could actually fit more body types on here. When you look at it, they actually could. But with the body types that you have, you can work and do things different now. For them to do body types too, they have to make it work in the game where it's not glitchy looking. Okay, that's one of the things about 2K that when you use a guy like Andre the Giant size, it looks weird. Like it doesn't look like they're really doing the move fully. You know what I mean? So, it's really glitchy when you have those much smaller guys. But yeah, they could use more body types. I mean, I'm cool with the 4, but there's more that they can put on there. There are more body types that they can put on there. Like I said, more faces, more facial hair types, more hair types. And I think with time, like I said, all of these things are coming. I truly do. Body hair. And let me tell you guys, yeah, you see, and like with what you can do with this game, if you sit here and you want to just keep comparing and worrying about what you can do on 2K that you can't do on here, you'll never like any other wrestling game. And you guys that keep talking about, oh, I'm so pissed off and I want to jump out. I'd rather jump out of a window than play AEW. All these little stupid things you guys say. And you keep popping up in different AEW conversations about the show, about the game itself. And it's like, you need to find something to do with your life. You need to be around people that's positive where you can get that nonsense out of your system because we're tired of hearing it. And it's really like, this negativity will do something else. Let me see. Okay. This negativity is not helping anything. It's not changing anything. Now, let's look here. Beat the Elite is 1 mode. 1-on-1, of course, 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. Now, you have Lights Out, that's 9. Falls Count Anywhere, that's 10 match types. When the tournament mode comes, that's going to be 11. Okay, so once again, the game is growing gradually, and I'm cool with what they have, and yes, I want more. But it's like I'm saying, these people just never happy about anything, and the mini games, they have. I like the mini games. I don't care what y'all like and don't like. I like the mini games, so I have a lot to do. So I'm that person. I could be snowed in somewhere, and let's say this is the only game I have to play. I will, trust me, I got a lot to do on here. Hey, let's play some mini games. Let's play the game itself. You guys will be sitting there staring at the damn screen, and instead of just, you know what, man, let's make it worth our while. Let's play these mini games. Let's play the game itself. You'd be more into complaining about the game. I hate this game. And another reason why this stuff is like, why people are so antsy about it is because everything that people do now is socially based. Okay? Stadium Stampede is 12 modes. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's 12 modes. Yeah. So, yeah. that's they already have 11. That'll be 12 when they put the tournament mode. Okay? Oh wait, let me see something. Did I skip that? You got Road to the Elite, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus, all the mini games it's still they're separate mini games. So 10, 11, yeah, okay, so that's 11. That's 11. Yeah, that's 11. So yeah, that'll be 12 when the tournament mode comes. Yeah, they already have 11. So, and this is what I'm saying. Got Falls Count Anywhere. Lights Out. You got your normal match. You got your 2-on-2. You got your 3-way dance, your 4-way, your casino battle royale. I mean, you guys kill me. There's literally nothing to do. What do you mean there's nothing to do? Like this is absurd. This is why I'm even sitting here just going through this, because it's like, what do you mean there's nothing to do? Well, I don't like the mini games. Well, that's your problem. Once again, it doesn't matter what another game has. If the WWE doesn't have it, then you don't like it. It's like, look, Samsung has been known to be, known to be innovators, and then Apple will watch them, Huawei or any other company, but they'll watch Samsung innovate something, and then Apple was known to go, okay, I like that. Let's take that feature for ourselves and put our own twist on it. Which means, if the WWE decided to do exactly what what AEW has done, they add a barbed wire, exploding barbed wire match. They already have a ladder match, but if they did that, if the things, you guys would be going, oh, exploding barbed wire match, yo, I love that. It all of a sudden it just comes down to that. So guys, let me say this to the AEW fans: we are not here to argue with folks. We are not here to try to tell them what they should or shouldn't like, but we are here to talk about what we like, and we put them in their place when we need to. If you do not like AEW, if you do not like their product, whether it's on TV, whether it's the video game, keep your comments to yourself. Focus on jumping on WWE content, channels with their content, and then you guys can sit up and talk about how much, and waste all the time in your life that you want talking about how you hate AEW and how WWE is king, and you can get on your knees and bow and praise and worship and do whatever goofy stuff that y'all do. But it's really the type of thing where if people don't have something negative to say, they don't really want to talk at all. I mean, goddamn, I watched years of people, what's better, PlayStation or Xbox? And I'm like, I really don't care what you think is better. I know what I'm going to buy. So no, I'm not. You see, the name of this channel is Xbox and Nintendo Force. Does that mean I hate PlayStation or I hate PC or any? No, I don't have a PlayStation. A friend of mine had a PlayStation for years. and we used to swap. Like sometime he would. This is when I had Nintendo 64. He would borrow my Nintendo 64, and like we would have it like for months. Like this was up to him. He introduced me to Resident Evil, Rival Schools, and Tomb Raiders, and I instantly loved those games. And then there was games that I had on my 64 that they didn't have on the PlayStation the same way, and he instantly loved those games. It was always like his idea, you want one trade, and we would, so yeah. So I'm playing the PlayStation and I'm getting used to the controls and everything. And so yeah, I'm playing Tomb Raiders, I'm playing all these different games, and so we always did that. And as time went on, like I said, you get older, responsibilities, things change, you're not around each other as much. But so I've never had an issue with that. I mean, I've had every system up until PlayStation came out. So from Nintendo to Genesis, whatever, I've had every system. Sega CD, Sega Genesis. We've had Atari. My uncles and we had the Atari. I had Neo Geo. Guy from the West Coast hooked me up with that. I mean, had the monitor, everything. TurboGrafx 16. So it's never been about, I'm only this or that. So no. The name of the channel is not Xbox and Nintendo Force only. That's the system that I have. Okay, I have a Series X. We have a Xbox One. We have a 360. We have a Switch. We have what's the other one? And we have Nintendo Wii. All right, and we have one of the handhelds. So yeah, in this house, that's what we have. That's all. That's all. I'm not one of those, if it's PlayStation and I don't want to be bothered with you. No, but that's how a lot of you guys are. Whatever system you have, it's like this whole, if you don't have a PlayStation, well, I got PlayStation. I don't know about the Xbox, and I don't know about the, and I can remember when people was complaining about Game Pass and talking about how Xbox was going to fail, and I'm just shaking my head like, you guys are so petty, man. This is what you created a channel for? This is what you created a channel for? I mean, it amazes me, and look, here's the funny thing. I don't get paid by Nintendo. I don't get paid by Xbox. I don't get paid by any Samsung. I don't get paid for anything that I have. I don't get paid by these people. But what makes me laugh is I grew up and Nintendo was always like, that's the game I had more games for than anything else, was like anything Nintendo based. Because I bought my own Nintendo and as a kid and all that stuff, and so we had everything. And it was just so fun because it's like, man, we got all of these different systems to go through. But that shit's expensive, man. After a while, you look at it, you think, damn, I can't tell you the amount of money that we've spent on video games. Believe me. So with all of that being said, how do we ever get to a point where there's console wars? Like, this is what the industry needs. No, it doesn't. It's trash. It's stupid. It's dumb. I have family. Some have a PS, some have a Nintendo, some have an Xbox, some have all three. For me, it's either Xbox and Nintendo or PlayStation and Nintendo. Why? Xbox and PlayStation are more similar. Nintendo is just like completely different from the both of them. And I prefer Xbox. That doesn't mean anything. Why? What would I gain by saying or feeling like I hate PlayStation? I mean, it's just stupid to me. But with all of that, we come here and we want to see, we want to have fun. We want to interact with people that, hey, you know what? You like that? I like that too. I'm not here to argue and point fingers and talk about what I really personally don't care. Okay, so while I'm talking, I'm gonna close this video in a minute. Let me beat up one more person. I think I'm gonna use, who do I want to use? I think I'll use Nikita Koloff. And that's one of the cool things, man. Like we you guys made all of these created wrestlers, and you don't even use them. And to me, it's just a waste of time. It's a waste of time and effort. You did that for what? And these are people that's probably more than likely influenced by people that's saying, "Oh, I don't like this game. This game isn't good anymore," or whatever. Hey, you do what you do. Who do I want to fight? Who do I want to fight? Yeah, man. I mean, we have a nice variety of wrestlers on here. We have over 150 wrestlers. We have, because we got 10 extra. We have like 160 wrestlers on this game. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So, yeah, I mean, when you guys, if you ever really like just wake up, just grow up and understand, like, man, this stuff is here for us to have fun with, and instead of having fun with it, you guys would rather, complain and argue and let me beat up on Ric Flair. It just makes no sense to me, y'all. Now, you know what? No, not Ric Flair. Let me fight somebody who I haven't made a lot of videos of. I know who. I can't even think of his name right now. Yeah, so look, when the tournament mode comes, yeah, Tashi, you don't need to. I couldn't remember his name. When the tournament mode comes, I'm definitely gonna be playing that tournament mode. I don't do a lot of online stuff, so really, that's one of the things that as far as Stadium Stampede, I was playing it online for a while, and then, just so busy, man. I love playing Fight Night Champions. Like I said, there's games that I have, man, and it's just like, it's so many that you just don't have enough time for everything. So, yeah, we're gonna have fun with those games, and I'll be posting videos. I hope to see you guys posting videos, and this is just fun for us, man. You work all week long, you have things that you enjoy. This is something I grew up doing, and I still love to do it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But people need to just learn how to chill, man. Like, it's really not that serious, man. And I see these guys, when I'm looking at these people, when they sit there, I'm so pissed. I don't know. It's no excuse. AEW is breaking our pockets. No, they're not. Are they extorting you? Can they make you buy something? So, and this is the thing that, now you see this, wait. There's one guy, I cannot remember the name of his channel, but the chain wrestling, man, this was the best I've ever seen. I'm doing this right now, I'm being honest. I don't even know how I'm doing it. I don't even know how I'm doing it. But this guy had a match between Owen Hart and Bret. And I promise you, man, this thing was like, the chain wrestling was beautiful, man. He was just, from one hole to the next. That was like the greatest type of matches I've ever seen. Just straight chain wrestling, technical wrestling. It looked like an actual real wrestling match, the way he did it, right here on Fight Forever. And that's something, it's like, this game has techniques that you have to master, man, and it's not easy. And people don't realize how much is to this game, because they're so busy looking at what they hate. They don't look at the great things that this game has. So when they start saying, oh, 2K, you already lost me at that point, because nobody cares about what 2K is doing. 2K is 2K. So I'm doing this video to make the whole point to you guys that we, as people that really enjoy AEW, that's what our focus should be on. And so when you guys are making videos, that's why I check to see who's who. Because if we're both making content for AEW, hey, I support, look, and it's not about if you make WWE content. I support all of this. I support the channels of people that just want to have fun, and that's the purpose of them making their videos. I don't support that toxic nonsense. So every time I see a video thumbnail and it's saying something like AEW sucks or AEW doesn't, no, I don't even care to watch that. And those are the channels I don't recommend. I'll hit that on my, don't recommend this channel, because all they're doing is spewing out hate. And this is what we see all the time. So on this game right here, hopefully with whatever like the things that they're adding, and let me correct something that I said in the last video. I said what I meant to say when I was saying like your entrance gear, they should make it preference. Like you can either wear it in the ring and wrestle in it, or you can take you can have where you can take it off. Make that option where is either on or off in the ring. Now it would be cool if you could wear it in the ring, but say you get hit and your hat comes off, they knock your shade. That would be a real cool feature. But bottom line is, you can make it where you can or can't. It's up to you if you want to take it off or leave it on. But it's more realistic if it gets knocked off if you have it on, right? So yeah, let me say that because I don't I have Julia Hart, right? And it looks just like her, man, and especially with the all black with the hat and everything. But that's my point. It's like the fact that we're wrestling with the hat on and everything. It's like if we could take that off, that would be even better. Well, he tapped. I wanted to hit him with the Russian sickle. But yeah, we'll do one more match. We'll do one more. We just want to have fun, y'all. That's all. So I hope that they do that. And I would also love to see I said that in the last video too. I would love to see if if they make it where we can use our created wrestlers in the Battle Royal, the Casino Battle Royal. And all those things I said, I would like to see every event that AEW has on their game. Put it in your game. And surprise us. Surprise us. But I love what they've done so far. And we're just looking forward to more. So I'll have one more match and then I'm going to call it a night for this video. And okay, I'm going to use, where is she? Okay, so Sunny Kiss versus, let's see, who? Yeah, you see India Darling, right? There's a story about why I like this guy so much too. Now, she came from the community, section, of course. But what I love about India Darling is she reminds me of Tasha Steelz. And the slender build and everything. It's just, yeah, she just reminds me of Tasha Steelz. And I wanted to make Tasha Steelz, but we might have to have another match and then close it, because I wanted to show y'all what I did to the Great Muta. I learned something from this guy. I think his name is Panic Man 10. Shout out to him. But he was talking about the different customs with the clothing and the rings and stuff, and how you could actually duplicate your wrestler, and then you have another 5 slots to fill in. Okay, well, when I went to try it, it said that I already have my slots filled in. So that's basically only if you have the space for it. So if you have all 100 slots filled in like I do, you can't do it. And that's for anybody who may have seen that and want to do it themselves and didn't do it yet. If you already have it filled, you can't. It's just that if you have the space for it, then you can do another 10. But I'm cool. And what I wanted to change, I was able to change Muta. Now the only thing is, what I try to do with Muta is I tried to give Muta, he has his traditional look, but I tried to give him you know what? Let's fight Queen Aminata. I tried to give him his current look, where now he has the bald head and the gray beard. Okay, and I couldn't. So what happens is I was able to give him his old look, but I tweaked it. I'm gonna show you what I did with him, and I left the mask, the face paint, but I put the mask on him because now he doesn't wear a mask. He doesn't wear face paint. He wears a mask. But I couldn't put the little gray beard on him. You know what I'm saying? So I just said, all right, fine. I'll leave it as it is. But what I'll do is I will just combine the mask with his old look but tweak his old look to make it look new. Y'all see what I did with them. Let me beat Queen Aminata first, and I'll show you what I did with Mutai. But yeah, I mean, man, it's cool, man. It's really a cool thing, you know. And to be creative and be able to do these things is like, you know, one of the things I'll say when you watch a lot of wrestlers and stuff, like because a lot of these wrestlers will never be on a video game. They'll go their whole career, live their whole life, and never make it to a video game. That's one of the cool things I do like about 2K is that, like I said, that a lot of people that they've modded these wrestlers that normally won't be on a video game, and that's fine. As far as you know, the fact that you have access, but you know, it's like to be able to create these different scenarios, and I like the fact that you can create different federations and all that. You get the logos and all of that in 2K. But once again, I don't need for this game or whatever AEW does to try to mimic that. Now, if they had all that available, doesn't mean that they're mimicking them. But like, in all honesty, if they like, if let's just say if AEW makes it where we can put different letters and logos, but let's just say it's not WWE and, you know, WCW, I'd be fine with that. I wouldn't even care. They, you know, if they never make it where you can put letters on anything, okay, fine. It's a nice touch, and yeah, whatever they would add that we could use, that's great. That's fine. But what I want when I'm playing, you know, when I go to the creation, I would, you know, look, more content is coming. Well, I would love to like see, like, for example, you see how like the customizations, right, with the skins. Now, let's just say, for example, you have a camouflage skin, but you want to put black boots on with the camouflage or whatever. That would be cool if you could mix it up. But I am cool with what they've been doing. So, with that being said, it's like, you know, we're going to get what we're going to get. And I don't think that we need to worry about it. I think that the game is fine. I think the game is going to continue to grow, like they said. And listen, I heard that from people from AEW, not content creators. The content creators don't know what's going on. They don't work with them. They have a guy called himself Mr. Hartgrave, and he does a lot of AEW videos, and he's always going through it with the fans. Like, they're always on his channel talking trash about how they hate AEW. And every time, and then they know, and the thing about it, they know that he doesn't do 2K videos. He doesn't cover 2K. He doesn't even like 2K. Okay? But instead of them, like, just being respectful and understanding, man, look, the guy likes 2K. He likes AEW. He likes AEW. They always want to come on this man's channel and try to tell him, oh, you need to cover 2K. And it's like, no, why does he want... Look, if he chose to do that, boom. And I missed. Right? If he chose to do that, then fine, right? But he chooses not to do it. And this is my point. You're on a guy's channel that you know clearly supports AEW, but you want to tell him what he should do. And so he got to a point where I haven't seen his channel in about a month, but he got to a point where he pretty much he had stopped making Fight Forever videos. So my whole thing with that is, that's why I said AEW needs a fan community. If you, in terms of you liking the game, if you are posting AEW content, right? Subscribe to people that's doing the same thing that actually like the game. Not people that are playing the game and then bitching about it, but they're playing it. So even when people are complaining about the prices and all whatever, once again, nobody's making you do it. Nobody's making you. All right, so we're gonna do this one more with the Great Muta. Um, now let me see. Let's do it lights out. I love when I go to pull something from under the ring and then Danhausen pops out. But yeah, you have so many things that you can enjoy about this game. I know I do. I'm not focused on anybody else. You know, you guys want to cry about it, you cry about it. So basically, you have Muta, pretty much the face paint, the red pants, the black pants, the white pants, and then I did this to him. This is cool, man. So I got the mask on him, but he, I can't put the like I said, I couldn't put the little gray beard, so I said, all right, cool. I'll just put the mask on top of the face paint, but I gave him the glowing yellow eyes. All right, let's fight Jungle Boy. Let's fight Jungle Boy. Yeah, I mean, and look, y'all, this is all it's about. Like, I'm sitting here doing this, but I'm having fun. I'm relaxed. I'm chill. I'm not focused on, any stupidity. I'm not focused on any of that nonsense. Next time, I do a video, I'll probably, I usually do it in, like, I'll give you a different variety of the rings I created. And I like to be creative with the rings, but make them look solid. Not just put a bunch of colors together. I like, what I love about this, you see, it almost looks gray. I don't know what it's gonna look like when I post it. It almost has a grayish, kind of bluish tint. But the outfit is actually black, but under the lights, yeah, it looks lighter than what it is. But yeah, I love. Yeah, I love the skins they put on here, man. I like this game. I really love playing this game, and that's what it's all about for me, man. One of my cousins. It's funny because like he was always grew up talking about Bret Hart, right? Now I always liked Sting, so he would always start a conversation with me about who would win in the rest of the match, and I said, hey, cuz, you know who would win? Whoever the company wants to win. That's who'd win. Okay. Simple. I never cared about getting into these like debates about these kind of things. It's just not important to me. Now it's funny, my birthday is March 21st, Sting's is March 20th, right? But it's just funny, he was always saying, Bret Hart this, Bret Hart that, and talking about the WWE, right? And all of a sudden, guess who comes to WCW? Bret Hitman Hart. And I looked at him and I said, yeah. Oh, now all of a sudden you love WCW. Yeah, he laughed. Even to this day, I'll bring that up. Like, yeah. I remember how you love Mr. Bret Hart so much, but then all of a sudden, yeah, and in WWF at the time, but then he comes to WCW. Then all of a sudden now WCW is better than WWE. That's what he was doing. So. But yeah, that's exactly how people are, man. They make these claims about things, and it's like, man, look, it's wrestling. I didn't care about the Monday Night Wars. As far as watching the programs, okay, that's one thing. But in terms of like, just what show is better? Who did what? Oh, man, listen, I watch. Look, I haven't watched like football in a long time, right? But I type of person, I like the Arena football. I like the Canadian League. Okay. NFL Europe was okay. What's the other one? The USFL. Bottom line, it was never, I only like the NFL and that's it. Any other football league is just second. No, it's like, look, man, you like what you like. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Right? And that's pretty much how I've always, been. I've just been a person that I don't need to bash something just to say something else is good. And I'm just, playing here. I could have played, like, I gave you a game of Action Arcade Wrestling as well on here. And it's just, look, you pop one game in, then you pop another game in, and you play what you play, right? There's no reason. You think about it, right? The old back scratch. There's no reason for the whole I hate this and that, and some people, like, let's just be real, like, you have a bunch of manic depressives, man. They're just like, something's always wrong with them, and they just don't have it in them to understand that, look, you're not going to like everything, or everything's not going to be exactly the way you want it to be. This is why I don't fantasize about anything. The next time a content creator tells you guys, when they get some news about a game, oh, this is going to be huge. This is huge. This is epic. Relax. Because they say this every single time, and then you guys get pissed off because they're sitting here making you believe that content is going to be on the game that nobody from Ukes, nobody from Nordic, nobody from THQ, nobody said nothing about what these guys are promising you. So even when a content creator says that another content creator, said something is going to be, I always looked and I say, how in the hell can they tell you that? When, example, I'll give you an example. The day Stadium Stampede was released, right? Not the day it was released, the day that the commercial happened. You had about 50 channels that all had that already had had access to that little trailer footage. Okay? So, case in point is, there's no way they can tell you something before AEW Games tell you. So I go on there and I see these trailers and I see what's happening and I see that, who's coming to do what. That's what I go by. I'm not going by somebody, who just saw something like, okay, so we all have access to the commercial, right? To the trailer. Fine. Okay, so that means we knew Stadium Stampede was coming. And what was really that got everybody was because it was shortly after the game had launched. So it was like, wow, already a new mode. Okay, cool. But what people need to understand about it is the game itself, they already had this plan. Stadium Stampede didn't happen overnight. They knew they were making Stadium Stampede. Right? And I like what Stadium Stampede has. I love it. But once again, when something has a glitch in it and people go, yeah, but, and people go, oh, he tried to trick me. You see, he dropped it and tried to hit a move on me. But people will tell you that something is going to be something different from what it actually is. Now, when I saw the commercial itself, I said, okay, this looked like it's going to be solid. And, it didn't remind me of Fortnite. It did in a way, just the running and jumping part. I wanted to spit the mist in his face, but he tapped. All right. Well, anyway, that's what I did with the Great Muta. And I love that look on him. I love that. I love that. But, yeah, man, when I seen that, I said, okay, fine. And every other trailer, whether it was the release of Adam Copeland and Jay White or Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, The Acclaim, FTR, Keith Lee and the Bunny, like no matter who it was, okay, Tony Storm, what's the other chick that they just, Jamie Hayter, every one of those DLCs, any information, anything pertaining to AEW, it was on AEW Games first, or THQ Nordic or whatever. It was on those platforms first before any content creator. Okay, so my point is, if they're telling you something is going to happen and you don't see any videos, you don't see any tweets, you don't hear anything from AEW Games, it's best to say, I'll wait on that. Why? People tell you what they want to see, but they say it to you as if it's official. Then you get all, oh my God, and superly overexcited just to find out, nope, it's not happening. So who are you blaming for that? You're blaming AEW when they never said any of this stuff. Just like I said, last video, we can sit here and tell you who we think is going to be in the next bundle. We don't know that. I don't know. I can tell you who I would like to see or whatever, but it's like, you know what? Surprise me. What, for me to tell you who I think, I don't know who it's going to be. That's the honest answer. I don't know. And when they tell you that these things are going to happen and who they should put on there, and it's like I said, it doesn't matter what they do. It's like you know, it's the kind of people out here where they could walk outside, right, and they could have a note and they open up a bag. It's a note. It's a note attached to a bag that says, "Please open." You open, and it says, "This is $10 million." You could have the brokest person find that money and go, "Damn, man, why didn't he give us 20 million?" There's always going to be a complaint from these folks. So, yeah, if I don't hear it from AEW games, like I could also show you where I got the whole idea. Well, I told you when I was watching the episode of Ring of Honor, and one of the commentators said that Tony Khan has a long-term, plan for AEW Fight Forever. It's only going to get bigger and better with time. The game will constantly improve. And then, I see, I have it on my phone now. It's about a minute. I might just post it. It's like a minute long. It's just something to read. And it just, those exact words that I told you. This is exactly what I'm saying. We are so focused on arguing with people and trying to prove that that you can't listen. I'm not even saying this to be mean. I'm saying this to be honest. Like honestly speaking to you guys, you cannot argue with ignorant people. They don't have the common sense or the class to understand conversation, and they act and react off of emotion. People like that, like I said, they listen just to respond. They don't listen to learn. They don't listen to say, you know what? Let me change my attitude about it. No, everything with them is complain. I told you, I've watched several videos where people will sit here, the 20 worst games in Nintendo history, the 20 worst games in PlayStation history, the 20, that's like, wow. And you actually wasted your time. I didn't sit there and go through that whole, wait for them to watch the whole list to say what they liked and didn't like. I'm just saying, I don't see how wasting my time like that is beneficial. I'm just going to sit up and go, why would someone take the time to do that? Because negativity is a freaking magnet. And people get sucked into negativity. So yeah, we are by far outnumbered in terms of people that have the common sense in the class to appreciate a good thing. Do you understand? It's not going to help you or me to argue with stupid people. This is why I block people or ignore them, because they just say stupid things. And they just trolls. That's it. They have nothing better to do. Right now, somebody is just scrolling, going back and forth, watching YouTube videos for the sole purpose of complaining. They're looking for something to argue about. That's all. And this is what they do. They're not, it's not healthy, okay? And it's not a good thing. Let me see something real quick while we're doing this. I just thought about something. So let's see while we're sitting here. It's not worth our time. It's as simple as that. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. What's today's date? I'm not even sure what today's date is, but I'm going to see what the latest update, if there's any latest update on this particular wrestling game. Because, when I hear people say anything about a particular game and when it's coming out, I always look and I say, okay, cool. Once again, I go and I look to see where this information is coming from, and you can't find anything. And I'm telling you, okay, now, so the wrestling code. Now, if you look up top, right? This is the latest thing we have on the wrestling code. Anything on my list, it pops up. This is the latest. Did you see the one next to it? It was from a year ago. Now, this is all you get. And from this right here, people are going, yo, this is epic. Yo, and this is all we saw. This is all we saw. Now, I don't know what's so epic about what we're looking at right now, but And look, I hope the game is great. Because if it is, guess what? If it's fun, I'll be buying it. And one of the things I don't think you're going to get on this game is like big stadiums. Because this is being done on the indie circuit. And I don't think that they're going to go out their way to give you like a big crowd. You know, are they going to use pyro and all that? Because you saw the entrance that they just did, right? Now, people made a big deal that AEW Fight Forever didn't give you long intros. Him and Tajiri. I mean, you know, oh, that's Zach Gowen with the guy with the one leg, Zach Gowen. Is that New Jack? No. Is that Vampiro? Okay. And not to be negative, okay, I'm not blown away by what I just saw. I'm interested to see more. You know, I'm interested to see more, but I'm not like blown away from what I just saw. And I think it's gonna have that indie feel, that small arena indie feel to it. Okay, now that was the Wrestling Code. What's the other one that everybody's talking about? But it's gonna be, I suppose, just blow our socks off. We'll look at that real quick. I'm just look, you know, and that's from last month. So we don't even have any like actual gameplay. The gameplay that we had was from a long time, like from 4 years ago now. And we don't need to see that again. So if the game was making the type of progress that people are speaking about, you think you'd see a little more. Because you want people to really, you know, get behind it. Because people are like, this is a trendy era, man. Everything is about a trend. Okay? You know what happens with trends, right? When that trend dies, everything involved in that trend dies with it. So basically, okay, so everything. So let's go with Ultra Pro Wrestling this week. See, from a month ago. Let's see. I don't want to watch a person just talk. Like, you know, I want to see some gameplay.
Details on Ultra Pro Wrestling.
You know,
UPWP.
see, no, it's the same thing all over again. It's just the same thing. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we'll just look at it. I don't want to listen to anybody tell us what's going to be. I want to see the gameplay. And this is pretty much the same thing that we've, you know, if you guys haven't seen this, so you get to see it now, because all of this talking about what the game is and what it isn't. And this is another game that they said is going to be long-term support. Okay, this is the actual wrestling. No, this isn't what I was looking for. I put gameplay this week and they're showing me. Okay, guys, this isn't what I'm looking for. Let's see. Okay. So this is game. Okay.
They hope you won't notice.
Yeah, let me So yeah, this game they're saying they want longs. Now you see how this crowd is? Now this is what I'm saying. AEW can do this. They can do this. I don't think the Wrestling Code is, though. I don't think they're going to like that look that they have. This game is probably going to be more fun than the Wrestling Code. Now, I'm just saying it because of what I've seen of both games. I don't know. We'll see. And we know that this is beta mode, so we know that this isn't the finished product. But I don't see how anybody can say, look, I have no problem at all with the graphics on the AEW Fight Forever. I think the game looks great. But I don't see how anybody can say anything about AEW's graphics but then praise these graphics. This definitely looks like yeah. This looks like right after that era where they stopped looking choppy and blocky. But yeah, I mean, just saying graphically, no, yeah, this is definitely not as polished as and even though it's beta mode, look at the character models. This is what I'm saying. Now, I'm not complaining about it, but what I'm saying is, yeah, every little thing that people complain about, you didn't hear anybody say this looked like it was on PlayStation 1 or Nintendo 64. No, you didn't hear them say that, right? This looks like a 360. They didn't say that. But they said that about Fight Forever. This game does not look as polished or as good graphically as Fight Forever does. But you didn't hear that come up in conversation. This is exactly what I mean about the hate. This game is going to get hate. The Wrestling Code is going to get hate. I'm not blown away by what I'm looking at. There's nothing going on. It's just wrestling, whatever, but it's nothing really happening. I haven't seen anything yet. But overall, I mean, don't get me wrong, it looked like it's going to be a fun game, But I mean, I don't see anything. I haven't seen any new footage. This footage has been around for a while. I haven't seen anything updated. Okay. Okay, so you know what we'll do? Tell you what we'll do. I'll let you guys see, in case for those who didn't, what they showed us on Retromania. Why not? I didn't mean to do this video this long, but hey, why not? Give you something to just sit and look at and relax to. Let me see. Okay, so we'll go into, wait, where's the video at? Now, you see this video? AEW. Look, it says Retromania Wrestling has more match types, right? It says better than AEW Fight Forever. you see what I be talking about? This is what I'm saying. And it's like, okay, whatever. But AEW Fight Forever has things that Retromania don't have. Let's be real. This is what I mean, people. This is what I mean. But, and I like both of the games, but this is people that just love to talk. Okay. So they have more storyline, more. This isn't what I was looking for. Boom. And it's so hard to keep. Well, you got to do that when a guy gets really worn down. See, they got the NWA studio. Look, that's the arena that I normally like to pick to choose the right wrestler in. But got the Doomsday device. Yes. Now, this isn't the video I was looking for though. I wanted to find the one where the guy's talking and he's showing you the Rock and Roll Express. He doesn't give you anything about Demolition or Magnum TA. No, like footage of anything with them, but other than their ring walk. But yeah, this game, this game is really fun, man. I like the variety, and that's always been me. I like something that's different from what I have or what I'm used to. Yeah, I really want to see them put a scaffold match on here. I know that they can. Okay, I know that they can. Okay, Rock and Roll Express. Yes, this is the video. Here we go. So I'm just going to be quiet and let him talk.
Well, everybody, I'm back. It's been a while. Been a couple years, I think probably 2 years since I put out a video. I thought I was long overdue to say hello to everybody. Thank you, everybody, for your support. over this project. Man, we launched February 2021, and it is now the video we're kind of recording April 2024. So 3 years, over 3 years of Retromania. Moving a lot slower than I know a lot of you, including myself, would like, but that's life. This was always has been 100% passion project. And I just want to say thank you to everybody for supporting us this long and waiting to see what we're going to do next. So we just released our first DLC, I shouldn't say that, our second DLC with James Storm and Mr. Hughes. So it was a great response to that, new arena, finally finished the story mode. And that was a free update that we put out. A lot of bug fixes, a lot of improvements to animations. So we were definitely working this whole time. I know, again, not as quickly as everyone would have liked, but we stuck the course and we got it out. And then this past, 2 weeks ago, we announced at WrestleCon in Philadelphia, right in my backyard, we had a table at WrestleCon promoting the game, and we announced the Rock and Roll Express, Magnum TA, and Demolition. The probably most requested tag team, or even wrestlers probably requested since day one. And it's weird how things happen. At the time, we could not get them. And then I noticed online that they started producing wrestling figures, and then our friends over at Ultra Pro were able to sign them as well. So I thought, hey, why don't I reach back out again and see if I can get a hold of those guys. And I reached out, and we were able to sign them. So super excited to have them in the game, along with Magnum TA, one of my all-time personal favorites, and the Rock and Roll Express. So what I want to do today, the reason I'm making this video, is to kind of give you guys a little bit of update of where we're at in the process. Are we going to wait 3 more years for this DLC? Who knows? No. I'm hoping it's not that long. I want to just kind of give you an update of where we're actually at in the process. As far as a release date, unknown. It'll be done when it's done. It's kind of the way we operate at this point. We are working on it daily. And as soon as it's ready, it'll be ready. I can say from an artwork standpoint, Rock and Roll Express and Magnum TA's sprite work is pretty much complete. We have a few of their new moves still. The animations are done, but we still have to possibly swap out their specific sprites for them. And I'm going to show you in a little bit of some of the Rock and Roll Express new moves in game. Speaking of which, this one's not going to work. No. Okay, well, I was going to put 2 controllers off to do it myself. But anyway, I'll show you a little bit of Rock and Roll Express in action. And as far as Magnum TA, the same way, we have to do a couple more of his special moves in his actual sprites. And then Demolition, I would say, is about halfway done the overall sprites, and we're up to about probably 1,500 sprites per wrestler. I think when we started, it was about 1,200. So we've gone up for each new character we add. We have to add a bunch of new sprites, so all the moves can be done by all the other characters. So with that said, I'm gonna kind of jump in here and go through a couple of things we've been working on to give you guys an idea. I'm just gonna jump in to tag team, and so you'll see here we don't have Magnum as a shell character yet. We're in the process of doing it. I'm hopeful by the end of next week I have Magnum to start playing around with. But we have Ricky and Robert as shell characters that we put in the game just to test their new moves. So we use our tried and true underwear guys. To be able to put just their new moves on to quickly get them into the game. And I love how this is one of the new arenas that came out in the last DLC. You see, we didn't swap in the sprites for their entrance yet. So again, this is a test build, but you'll see here's one of the. Oh, I got reversed. Give me a second here. So that is just, and I'll do it again in a second. I always love the head scissors by the Rock and Roll Express. So that's one of the new moves Ricky has. And you can see as I'm getting my butt kicked by Hawk, you think I'd be a little better at this point. And there it is, flying head scissors. I really love how that move's animated. For those of you who follow the Rock and Roll Express, you'll know that Ricky Morton now does the Canadian Destroyer at like 16 years old. So that move is also in there. It came out great. What else do we have in here that I can just show off? I think he has. There we go. Another one of Ricky's new moves. So that's one of them. I'll make a tag here to Robert. I forget what we already put in. Now Robert has the head scissors, the Gibson lock. I don't know if this is a spoiler alert coming. All this whole thing video is all spoiler. Hello. Let's see what's he got. There we go. He has the flying head scissors as well. Let me see what else I can. I think Robert has a neck breaker. There it is.
We have the best in the world here tonight.
So if I can get there, neck breaker again. Let's see if I can pull off their finisher again. So you'll notice that that grab or the grab of the character. We put that in the last update as well. I want to do additional kind of tag team stuff for the next DLC. So we're toying around with that. We don't have anything to show on that, but hopefully as we get a little closer, I can start showing a little bit of that as well.
Quick work of them.
So you'll notice, I only have a handful, but there are more. I would say each wrestler that we added. Here we go. Patented double drop kick. There it is. I always have loved that move. It's been a favorite of mine since I was a kid. Me and a friend of mine used to do that to his brother. And here is a broken one. So we're going to put out this. So again, this is just a test build, but I love the double drop kick. I thought it came out awesome. Just to show you, we do have stuff in game for the new update. You can say this is just again a beta build of it. I think we're right now. I have one of the programmers is in the. I was just messaging him today. He's in the process of swapping out all the Rock and Roll Express sprites, and then again I have a separate dev or a programmer who is working on putting in Magnum sprites as well. So we have that. We have all of Demolition's moves animated. Maybe in a future video, I'll show you some of those animations. I know we did release, I think, Demolition Decapitation, a kind of sprite. A GIF of that move being done. So there's a lot more coming. You know what? I'll show you a couple other things. One of the things is kind of focusing on tag teams since we're adding 2 new tag teams. So here is just another for those BWO fans who I am one of. Kind of a new move we put in specifically for the BWO called the Blue Light Special, which I love. I need Ian Riccaboni to do some more audio for that, so we make it a little more special and some of the announcing a little bit better around some of the finishers. But I really love how that came out. I think it looks great. What else can I show today? And then I'll show one other thing here. Who has it? One thing I never really liked about the game is our standard corner clothesline. I thought it always looked odd. So I was thinking, I love Nikita's new Russian sickle. That was added to the last update as well. There. So you can see that is our new clothesline animation, which kind of looks, I think it looks a lot more like a corner clothesline than it did before. Actually get a couple of them in before they get out of there. So just little things like that. I know some people may say, oh, you're wasting your time doing those little animations, but that's the kind of stuff I want to see corrected in our game. I think it goes a long way to making the final game, a complete, and what my vision was when I started this. God, I hate to admit it, but, 6.5 years ago. So, but hey, it was released. I'm very proud of the work we've done. I'm proud of the work we're doing. And I'm looking forward to releasing this next DLC. Again, no timetable right now. We're working on it as quickly as possible as far as my timeline goes. But again, we have a lot of work already in it. Hopefully in the coming weeks I can do another video and show you some more progress so you guys have a little better idea of when to kind of expect it. That's it. Hope everybody's doing well out there. A lot of great stuff in wrestling games in the last couple of years and stuff coming soon. So it's a great time to be a wrestling game fan. So hopefully we can add to that enjoyment for everybody out there. Thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
And you know what? That's what it comes down to. They're trying to perfect their game, and look, that's all you can expect from anybody is that they do their best. You want your money's worth, of course, and when people care, they care that you get your money's worth. But you got to be realistic, and it's not like the second that you think of something that they think of it as well. So yeah, I mean, you read comment sections, and I know a lot of people went on their Discords and was talking about what they wanted to see in the game. A lot of it I agreed with, and a lot of it was like, bro, you're asking them to create a whole new game within the game. So, it is what it is. But you see that even like with the Rock and Roll Express, Magnum TA, Demolition being added, and tweaking these moves. I noticed that clothesline the first time I saw it. I knew that it looked different. And so when he explained it, I said, wait a minute, okay. Because I didn't know that they did that. And the moves that you do, the finishing moves on Retromania, I never saw like the Russian Circle. We know that's Nikita's move, but they made that look better. They tweaked that. So like you said, people think, oh, you're wasting your time tweaking those moves. No, you're not wasting your time. The people that's telling you that just don't care about your product. So you're wasting your time talking to them. That's what the waste of time is. It's not a waste of time in general. Now, y'all see what I did to Muta. You see how awesome he looks right now? I love that look, man. So yeah, look, man, like I said, we're here to have fun, and that's that. So I'm glad that he didn't give up on Retromania, and I'm glad that these guys are not giving up on AEW Fight Forever. I mean, you only fail at something when you quit, man. You keep pushing, you keep going, and people will appreciate it. For the ones who people, look, you're not going to satisfy everybody. Some people are never satisfied no matter what. Like I said, somebody can find $10 million in a sack somewhere, and the note can say this is $10 million. Like I said, that person that find it could be dirt poor, and they'll be going, damn, man, he could have left 20 million instead of 10. It's always something to complain about. So, and like the guy said, now's a great time to be a wrestling game fan, and he hoped that they can add to that, and this is the whole point. It's not about, I don't like this game, I only play this game. Well, that's for those people. That's why I said those people you guys need to have your own little stupid channel. Just call it that, right? The little stupid channel. So you guys can all go there and just rant about everything you hate, and you'll have more than enough people that feel the same way you do. That way, you don't have to interrupt or interfere with anybody else, because all we're here to do is just have fun. Like a lot of people don't even know. Like I watch Fire Pro Wrestling videos all the time. All the time. I watch, people post AEW Fight Forever games. I watch these videos. I enjoy doing it. Sometimes you're in your car, you're sitting there, your wife is taking forever in the supermarket or something, or just in general, you're off that day, you're relaxing, and I like to watch these different things.
And yeah, it keeps you in that mode, and you see that, okay, so there are people out there still making videos, but the problem, like I said, with the majority of us is we don't subscribe to each other's channels. We don't really keep into. That's why I say I leave comments. I leave a thumbs up. I do this, man. I'm not sitting up here like, I'm trying to find something wrong with this game or that game. No, it's not what I need. It's not what I want, and that's not who I am. So hopefully people like this video, and it's all about having fun, and it's all about doing what you like to do, and that's that. This is not about hate. This is not about being one-sided. This is not about being biased. It's not about any of that foolish, childish nonsense. So this is what I got for y'all right now, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Hey, man, play your games and have fun.